What's up, guys? How you doing today? Well, baby, if your name is Jonathan Audi, you are back in center. If you did not see my live this morning, let me break it down for you in 5 minutes. But we have more information. People are saying that there is some information that Jonathan Audi may contribute to Diddy trial. Who is Jonathan Audi? Jonathan Audi is the person, yes, we broke the story, I know, right? But Jonathan Audi is the person that said in 2004, said in an interrogation that was filmed in 2018, in 2014, he signed a settlement with Diddy for almost $5 million in exchange for being quiet. What was he being quiet about? Well, he was Cassie and Diddy's SMEC slave in 2012 and 2013. Again, there's Jonathan Audi that we saw with the grippy socks on, and then there's Jonathan Audi. When he was Jonathan Audi, he was doing his thing. However, a lot of people doubted this was actually real. A lot of people doubted whether Diddy would pay so much money. Well, guess what? The NDA has come forward. It also gives you insight also into why Diddy's bid to get a pardon from Trump fell on dead ears. Why? Because in the interrogation video, Jonathan Audi says a couple of things. He said that Kanye, he said that Diddy settled it with him because Diddy gave him the herb, right? Which makes me think he gave everybody the herb, right? He also said that he saw the hip hop agenda. He said Rick Ross, Khaled, Diddy, baby, they was close, right? He also said that they are all potential play for the other team. On top of that, he said, more importantly, because who cares about that? There was a hip hop agenda. The hip hop agenda is where Diddy would load up his private jets filled with liquid Colombian dancing dust, Diddy, Molly, all this other stuff. He would put it in Ciroc bottles and they would ship it across, and basically they were moving weight like that. He said that they were all in on it. He said he knew a lot more because while they were having freak-offs, Diddy would be on his phone watching and doing stuff while he was taking business meetings. So this guy knows all the tapes. Now, we were the first to break that story. A lot of people doubt it could be true, but mainstream news organizations have broken the story. And guess what? Jonathan Audi has submitted the NDA. If not Jonathan Audi, I'm thinking it's his wife, has submitted the actual NDA proving that there was a settlement. If you look at the NDA, it clearly has Jonathan Audi's signature. It is dated July 9th, 2014. It has Sean Diddy Combs' signature. Also, it has Sean Diddy Combs' lawyer, the notary. It even has a seal from Florida. Now, the wife actually came forward and actually gave statements. What did the wife say? The wife said that he got that settlement. Well, he signed off on the NDA for the settlement July of 2014. August, Jonathan Audi was pushing for her to actually sign the legal documents. She was like, why? We've had a happy marriage from 2008 to 2014. In the legal documents, the divorce documents that he was pushing his wife to sign, one, she found out that he was cheating on her with the corn stars. He said that he started, he was a personal trainer and a part-time P-star, if you didn't know, and that he had started to hang out in Star Island parties where he met Cassie and Diddy and started the party. He was making northwards of $3,000, $4,000 a pop, servicing Cassie and Diddy. The only thing is, this is before the times of OnlyFans. Now you can put on that webcam and do what that thing do. Back then, you were limited, if you were a blank worker, to how much literally your body could take that day. Anyway, he, out of the blue, started pushing her to divorce. She'd already thought the marriage was on hard times because she found out that he was cheating on her with his corn star, okay? However, he really pushed for it. She thought it was odd. She signed off. A month after she signed off, when they divorced, he had negative $1,800 balance in his account, and he only made $2,000 a month as a personal trainer. When she signed off, I believe she signed off in September. From September to October 2014, he went on a multi-million-dollar shopping spree, identifying properties, paying without a mortgage, paying cash. He held on to those properties for a while. However, interestingly enough, and this was the interesting part, he sold those properties about a month before he shot up the Trump Jarrell, and that was in 2018. That's when he did the actual interview with the groupie slots on, and everybody remembers, and they thought they were talking about 2018. No, he told basically verbatim, word for word, what happened in those freak-offs, okay? There's now the NDA proving that him and Diddy had some type of confidential settlement negotiation. There's also proof that Jonathan Audi has talked to the authorities multiple times about what happened with Diddy. Interestingly enough, remember a long time ago, there was a story that Diddy was hoping that he could please appeal to Trump and maybe get on his good side and get a plea agreement. I'm sorry, not a plea agreement, to get a pardon. Now, Trump did publicly say that he was going to pardon Eric Adams. To be fair, the pardon papers have not been signed. Instead, Trump directed the Justice Department to dismiss all charges, criminal charges against Eric Adams. So he is no longer under investigation and he continued to be mayor. Trump has not officially signed the pardon, but he did say publicly that he is going to pardon Eric Adams. We'll see if he goes through. Diddy saw that. Let's not forget that Eric Adams is Alex Sparrow is Eric Adams' lawyer. Eric Adams' lawyer, Alex Sparrow, is also Elon Musk's lawyer. So there is a link right there. They have the president's heir. They have the first buddy's heir, which is Elon Musk or whatever his position is. The whole point is it 100%. And when Trump came out and said, I'm going to pardon you, it made complete sense. Now, here's the interesting thing and the thing you need to pay attention to. In Jonathan Audi's police interrogation video, he also said that this settlement agreement was negotiated by Mark Geragos. Mark Geragos is Diddy's current lawyer right now. Mark Geragos is also like this with Harvey, that is the owner, founder, and still the spokesperson, and the guy you see in all the TMZ videos. He is Mr. TMZ. Now, on top of that, he also said Ben Masalis was also involved somehow. Ben Masalis, as you know, I believe, is a person that makes the Midas touch on YouTube. He's somehow involved in this too, according to Jonathan Audi. However, he did say in the interview, and again, this could be rantings of the Batman, but the Cassie stuff was dead on, so let's see about this, that Mark Geragos and Ben Masalis had a plot against Trump to either pull him out of office or make sure he wouldn't get elected. They were doing their best, and they were using Stormy Daniels. I remember Stormy Daniels and Michael Avenatti as a way to try to pull Trump out of office. My whole point in saying is it's odd that Trump was mentioned. It's odd that Diddy thought he could get a pardon through Trump. Now, my sources told me that would never happen because Diddy don't got enough money for Trump and he got bigger fish to fry. On top of that, they did say that there was a little bit of beef between Trump and Diddy because Trump and Diddy at one time were friends, but he felt like Diddy linked up with people that wanted to take him down. At that point, Trump was person non grata. Mark Geragos, Benny Masalis, listen, it could be a lot of things. This could be the rantings of a madman. But it's funny how we now have an NDA showing that Diddy settled with a porn star that swore that Diddy gave him the herp, that swore that Diddy did a bunch of other stuff, and it was so much that Diddy settled with them for almost $5 million to hush him up. And after, the month after a few months after he signed the settlement agreement, because you don't get the money right away, he went on a cash-only real estate buying spree, buying up-end condominiums that he actually held on to until the wife went on record and believes that he waited until he was divorced and pushed for the divorce until they got the settlement. You guys, so much is going on, but I think we just found out why Diddy was not even considered for a pardon with Trump, because the Ben Masalis, Mark Geragos scene, if you can believe Jonathan Audi. Two, you guys have now just seen the settlement agreement that has been verified by mainstream press, for those of you guys that need mainstream press to give a gold sticker. And last but not least, they are saying that Jonathan Audi has given multiple statements to the authorities, not just what we see on the police thing, about what's going on with Diddy. Now, go watch my old Jonathan Audi lives. There's a lot back there. I personally do believe that Jonathan Audi is in witness protection or something, or he has qualified witness protection. I do believe something's going on, but I am trying to search. Again, this man has been awaiting trial for what's going on with the Diddy stuff for literally almost 8 years. Florida has a rule that if you do not come up to trial, and he's not insane, he's already been judged competent by an independent psychiatric evaluation. Florida does have a rule that if you go more than 5 years without trial, they will have to let you go via habeas corpus. That has not happened yet. Again, you guys, we are chasing the story. Jonathan Audi's story has been confirmed by mainstream media. Diddy, yeah, let's see what happens. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.